Then I remember hearing the car, and there was no lights.
Bitch, get out of the car.
First slap would lead to many more.
Bitch, get out of the car.
When I was raped in that car.
We never made it to the bowling alley that night.
He said you'll be dead by the time the cops get in.
He said that he was going to teach me a lesson.
He tied me up. The first slap would lead to many more.
I have stab marks on my body.
The first slap would lead to many more.
Because I used to get beat all the time.
To teach me a lesson.
Bitch, get out of the car.
He took off my stocking.
To teach me a lesson.
He tied me up.
When I was raped in that car.
He said you'll be dead by the time the cops get in.
I remember hearing the car, and there was no lights.
I've been looking at these cars from the perspective of the indentations, the hanging out headlights. The front of the car looked like a face. A bashed-in front end looked like a face that had been bruised.
The guy that I lived with just kind of came out of nowhere and pulled me out of the car as it was moving and pulled me right out of the car and just took the shirt off my back and started beating me up right in the parking lot.
Bedford Hills, New York's maximum security prison for women. After a year of planning, we were ready to build 3 wrecked cars into sculptures that would represent the women's experiences. We worked together under the blistering hot sun and the watchful eye of the correctional officers.
Okay, come on. I fell asleep crying last night. I was having bits of flashbacks of the rape, of the rage that I was feeling, and the fear. And I woke up in such a cold sweat. And I woke up with the determination of not coming back today.
And one punched me in the face, tells you if you holler, we're gonna kill you. And I told them I was pregnant. Well, they said some lurid things about, a pregnant woman, and they didn't care. And then you think it's over, they're gonna leave. No. Somebody produces a bottle of liquor, a bottle of wine, and they want to bother you all over again.
My work is very much about the process, and the product is that all of us have the memory, and we have the same memory, and we worked on the same issue.
That's what I like. The healing car should be where everything is just fixed, not halfway. This a promised land, just a plain, beautiful land, the tragedy of those other cars, and we now reaching the healing car.
You also could pick what you work with in the healing car. I work with toys. That don't hurt. Those are good times. And I work by myself because I'm used to being by myself. So it works out fine.
Sitting down and talking about abuse is one thing, but working on a project physically, hands-on, touches an entirely different part of me.
I'm an incest survivor. I had a caseworker assigned to me. After I told, she told me, well, people are going to treat you differently, and I think you should take birth control pills. And I was like, why, You're
looking at 1 out of 3 women are going to be sexually abused before the age of 18. You're looking at close to 6,000 women being reported battered every day. So we're not talking about just women in prison. I think the outside has a lot of work to do. Communities have a lot of work to do. I think they have failed terribly.
When this happened, I slept. The first night, at Racky's Island, I slept a good night's sleep. It seems weird, but I wasn't being hit. I didn't have to worry about nobody waking me up in the middle of the night, dragging me out of my bed, taking me here, taking me there. I can put on what I want to do. I can comb my hair the way I want.
Prison did save me. Prison saved me, and it's a shame that we have to come here to go to prison just to get saved.
I would just glue that piece right there.
Give my best side days.
Why does prison have to be that alternative? Why does prison have to be a place where we finally find the freedom. Why can't we find the freedom outside?
Yes, I am.
I feel like the right people that should have heard and known everything about my experience of being abused. It goes on, the story goes untold, you know. Maybe one day I'll be able to have that chance to express what it is, you know, I'm feeling.